What's up? YouTube, Facebook, how y'all doing? All right, guys, so I will start with my disclaimers. So if you guys see my face doing this a lot, it's because I got a few cameras going on here. So getting the studio thing together in my bedroom. So yeah. Pretty much you guys have been seeing and watching me and this part of my journey, tarot, oracle cards, and things of that nature, have been my way of communicating with my ancestors, with spirit. This is my, elevation to my spiritual journey. So I feel that I am supposed to share these messages. They are for me. I talk to my ancestors about myself. I'm learning about myself. You know what I'm saying? So but I also know that I am not the only one that goes through the things that I go through or need to hear the things that I need to hear. So this is why we have Sundays with Spirit. So I meditate every morning, regardless of having my ritual, meditate, talk to my peoples, and depending on what's going on in my life, I use tarot and oracle cards, to get clarity and answers for the things that I need, to know. Let's turn these binaries down just a bit. Don't want to yell at y'all, it's early. Okay, so I'm learning. Okay, this is why I don't consider myself an actual tarot reader. So I ain't about to charge nobody for nothing because I do read out of these books and I am still learning myself how to interpret. So this is why I tell everyone that whatever resonates with you, you hold on to that. Whatever doesn't, you leave. This is not me telling you what to do. This is not, I can't run your life. I can't interpret these messages for you. It's for you to interpret. Okay? So we're going to get started. I also am going to educate a bit about certain, things that deal with spirituality. When you're talking about crystals, you're talking about entities that'll help you change your energy, like sage, palo santo, things of that nature. So I'll be putting in good information so you guys can understand what these things are. There are some people who are just starting their spiritual journey or are looking, for another way, to find themselves. So I will be throwing in little nuggets like that every Sunday so you guys can, become educated in what, you're doing because, we're winging it. Most of us who are in this type of thing was not born into it. So we're learning as we go. And I want y'all to continue to grow with me. All right. So enough with the disclaimers. I'm going to get straight to it. Today I have used 3 decks. I have found, and I am excited, I have found a Kemetic Tarot deck. I found this deck on Amazon. For all my Kemites, this book is actually dope. Even though it's telling you about the cards, it gives you a lot of knowledge about, Kemetic spirituality, the deities, what they mean, and all of that good stuff. So this has actually been keeping me up on what I need to know about Kemet. So you should absolutely get it. It was not expensive, and I got it off of Amazon. Okay. So I pulled 6 cards for this particular deck. And what I'm going to do is read them, show you the cards. And again, like I said, you take what resonates and what doesn't, you leave. Okay. So first card I pulled was the Warrior of Scribes. The Warrior of Scribes. Now, in regular tarot, you have wands, swords, cups, and you have pentacles. The wands are your fire signs, your cups are your water signs, your pentacles are your earth signs, and your swords are your air signs. Okay, so in this particular deck, they also have your pages and your knights, your kings, queens, and then your numbers. That you're 1 through 10s. So normally it's pages and knights, and then the kings and the queens. If you, let's say you want to talk about a regular card deck, you got 1 through 10, and then you have the king, the queen, and jack. While in tarot, we have the page, the knights, the king, and the queen. Well, in this particular deck, the pages are warriors. The pages are warriors, and the knights are scarabs. Okay, so there are a little bit changes in there, and as a matter of fact, when I read it, it'll give you the equivalent to what it is in regular tarot. All right, so bear with me. So warrior of scarabs, of swords. What I also like about this book is the way that they separate everything to make it easy for you to find it. All right, warrior of swords. The Nekata, or the strong arm boys, were the hardcore, open-ordered, hand-to-hand infantry of the pharaoh. They made up the bulk of Egyptian military, with the best of the best being assigned to the Kinet Nisu, King's Braves, the elite special forces unit of the ancient Kemetic army. The warrior of swords is dressed in a standard Nakutu armor, holding in a shield of phosphorus sword. I know I didn't say that right. He steps into the conflict with his sword held high. He takes firm, solid steps. His dedication to purpose shows on his face. The pyramids stand in the background, representing the sturdiness of his tough, hardened, veteran warrior. Even the storm clouds begin to form in the background, indicating a rough road ahead. I pulled this card in the upright position, so it stands for ambition, assertive, quick thinking, direct, action focus, risk taker, a soldier, quick witted. It also can mean dedication, sense of purpose, steadfastness, and solid footing. Now, if I was to talk about how this works in my life, I am in the moment of going through a tarot moment, not even a tarot moment, I'll just say doing some shadow work. My issues that I need to work on are all emotional. You know, I kind of got the physical thing on point. I'm working all that out. But emotionally is where, I have, my issues. So for this card and what I've been going through right now, I need to steadfast. I have been doubting myself a bit in certain areas. And this card, how it resonates with me is that I need to be steadfast. I need to be sturdy. And I need to be that water buffalo. I need to be Oya. I need to come through with this storm and not worry, about anything. Anything that comes my way, anything that tries to stop me from going and being who I need to be, I just need to come through with that warrior sword. So that's how I am interpreting this, and it's how this card resonates with me. The warrior of swords. What does that mean to you? All right, next card, we have the pyramid. In regular tarot, this would be considered the Tower card. Anybody that knows about tarot, y'all know what this is about. All right. Tower moments, man. You bitch. Okay, the pyramid. The pyramid, gateway to the stars, is a heavenly ladder, a door to the heavens through which the pharaoh's journey to the Duat is expedited. It can be considered a shortcut to the Aru, befitting the descendants of the gods. The pyramid card, which is card 16, is interchangeable with the tower card in other decks. On this card, Doja still under construction, step pyramid has been struck by lightning, symbolizing that even unfinished projects and works are subject to volatile powers of nature. Scorched and battered, stones are cast off in a scene of great destruction. In the chaos, the architecture of the step pyramid, the great polymath Imhotep, defied as the son of Ptah, is cast down from his life's work into a pile of rubble and construction materials below. A giant crack forms over the fiery eye of Heru, even as Imhotep's greatest achievement begins to crumble from the sheer forces of nature. Even though the chaos and destruction of this monetary upheaval, the eye of Heru still stands, gazing past the confusion into the future, seeking out ways to improve the outcome. I plucked this up right. So, sudden change, upheaval, trauma, disaster, loss, tragedy, confusion, natural disasters, violence. Additional devastations, loss of material wealth, failed achievements, destroyed accomplishments. So, if you heard what I said about the first card, I need to be the warrior soldier during this pyramid stage. I have been feeling like, the things around me or the things that I have put into place sometimes crumble apart or they don't work the way that I need them to or the way that I envision them to. So this is how that makes me feel. I gotta get over that. How does that make you feel? And I know it says disaster and all of those things, but endings are just new beginnings. When you end something, something else starts, just like the seasons. Once spring is gone, here comes summer. Once summer is gone, here comes fall, there goes winter, and so on and so forth. So one thing that I have been learning is to not be upset, when these tower moments come. I have to accept them and I have to understand that this thing is being destroyed or taken out of my life or, it no longer serves me. So the universe, if I don't do it on my own, my universe got my back and it's going to do it for me. So I am learning to not take these tower moments as a negative and take them as change to something positive, even though it doesn't make me feel very good. All right. Next is the King of Scepters. King of Scepters. This would be the King of Wands in a regular deck. King of Scepters. King of Scepters. The first true pharaoh of Egypt was Namir, referred to by the ancients as the first human pharaoh. He was first to rule the united kingdoms of Upper and Lower Egypt. The King of Wands is a natural-born leader, a visionary. He wears the combined red and white crowns, the pheasant, symbolizing his domain over the united lands. He holds the Was scepter, symbolizing the ultimate authority, and he stands before the royal obelisk, symbol of his strength and steadfastness. On his pedestal stands the sacred Bini bird, the Egyptian phoenix, representing life and resurrection. The base is decorated with the symbol of Wajet and the Eye of Ra, the emblem of fire and power upon which this kingdom was founded. All right, sorry, doing this thing. Okay, so upright, vision, confidence, natural-born leader, strength, fearlessness, and entrepreneurship, honor. Upper right, additional. Accomplishments, defying expectations, physical strength, and authority. So, if I come through with that warrior sword, you know what I'm saying, to handle that tower moment, that pyramid, the King's Scepter is who I'm supposed to be. This is me after I fought off and dealt with that tower moment. Because I am a natural born leader. I am very strong. I am fearless in certain ways. And I definitely have confidence in a lot of areas. I'm also an entrepreneur. It's in my blood, both sides of my family. And everything that I have going on is what I'm trying to do. So I just need to get through my tower moment to be this. All right. Next, we have another major arcana, but this is Amit in this deck. Amit. Section 11. Okay, here we go. Amit, the Devourer of Souls, is the personification of the divine justice and retribution. Ooh, I don't know what's up with my mouth. She has the head of a crocodile, the body of a lion, and the hind parts of a hippopotamus, three of the largest and deadliest man-eating creatures known to the ancient Kemet's. It is she who eats the hearts of unworthy, condemning them to eternal damnation. But only those who have been found unworthy after their hearts were weighed on the scales in the great hall of Ma'at. As a devourer of souls, Amit represents the final word in justice. If our traveler's heart is judged to be unworthy on the scales of Ma'at, Amit ensures justice is satisfied by devouring his heart and condemning him into eternal damnation. The Amit card, card 11, is interchangeable with the Justice card, found in other decks. And this card, Amit, stands in the foreground in front of a lake of fire in the barren lands of Aminta, the western lands of the dead. Getting this card up right: fairness, consequences, karmic justice, law, legal disputes, life lessons, cause and effect, divine justice, just reward, cleansing, and purging evil. Now, for me, this is about divine justice and about cleansing and purging evil for me. I am all about justice. I am all about doing the right thing. And to be quite honest, a lot of that is where some of my issues come from. Trying to make sure that I do everything right, everything in my eye, everything in justice. And when I see injustices, it gets me in my lower self. It makes me want to fight that, and it make me want to go against it. And I personally need to learn how to balance that out. I'm saying, but in the progression, I'm saying this is what it is for me. Hope y'all feeling me. Hope it resonates with you. All right, next one. The Six of Scarabs. Six of Scarabs. Scarabs in this deck, I am corrected. Scarabs are equivalent to pentacles, as you can see the coins in the card. So scarabs are interchangeable with the pentacles. Right. Six of Scarabs shows a finely dressed, wealthy woman handing a golden scarab to a man begging at her feet. The woman is secure in her financial status and demonstrates by a perfectly balanced scale in which she holds her wealth. The poor man graciously accepts the woman's help. This card upright: charity, donation, giving, receiving, investors, gratitude, fairness, equity. Additional: balanced, finances, and caring. Well, the universe know that is what I am striving for. So if I get through what I need to get through, this is where I'm going to be. I'm going to be able, to help our people. That is my purpose. Not even a part of my purpose. That is my purpose, to be this. To use all that I know, all that I can obtain, whether it be money or resources of any kind, to share that with others. That is what I'm supposed to do. And this is why I am so passionate about, getting this platform and getting, fulfilling my purpose, because it's not just about me, it's about others. And I'm also learning how to balance that as well, because in order for me to help others, I have to help myself. So that's where all the pyramid card and scarab and me fighting, that's what that is, for me. And the last card, which is also a major arcana, we have Ase'ooooo. Ase'ooooo. Did I tell you guys I really like this deck? Okay. Ase'ooooo. The goddess Ase'ooooo, known to the Greeks as Isis, was the greatest sorceress in history. She was personally trained in the magic of the moon and the wisdom of the ancients by the great gods Khonsu and Tahuti. It was she alone who tricked the creator god Amun-Ra into revealing his secret name to her, giving her control of his incomparable power in the process. Ase'ooooo is a funerary deity. She established the mechanism for the obtaining resurrection and gave this knowledge to the mortals so that they might in turn achieve eternal life through ceremony. She is the archetypal cosmic mother, offering protection, guidance, nurturing, and aid to the traveler who invokes her name during the trials and tribulations that lie ahead. Ase'ooooo card, which is card 1, is interchangeable with the Magician card of other decks. The Ase'ooooo card contains all the symbology of the Remet cards. She holds the Ankh, symbol of life, in her right hand. She grips the Was scepter, symbol of ultimate authority, in her left hand. On her armband is the Kemetic Kophis, sickle sword, and the Scarab, symbol of the resurrection. It is attached to her waist sash. As Ase'ooooo possesses all the powers of ancient chemic magic, the sun disk of Amun-Ra sits above her godly crown. The Tejet symbol in the center of her crown represents her unmatched healing powers. She is adorned with a cow horn of Hathor, signifying her status as a maternal deity and protector of children. Additionally, her protective wings adorn her headpiece, and the Shinu ring on her necklace represents the eternal protection that provides. She stands in a blooming oasis under the nighttime sky, representing the cycle of life and growth, which she personifies. This upright means talents, power, resources, skills, capabilities, potential, manifestations, healing power, piercing the veil, natural magic, spiritual awareness, and esoteric knowledge. Well, what I'm doing right here, it is a clear representation of this card, Ase'ooooo. We all are the magician. We all have the power to manifest what we want in our lives and to create what it is that we want, to fulfill our purposes and to find that peace. We all have it in us. So pretty much with that progression, I need to fight through my tower moment. To fight through this tower moment, saying that puts me in, my godly space to be who I'm supposed to be for myself and to be who I'm supposed to be for others. That is what I got out of, those 6 cards. And that's what pretty much everything that I have been, every message, whether it be from a person, whether it be from these cards, songs, whatever it is, that is, what Spirit has been telling me that I need to do. So that is what I am currently and going to continue to do. All right. So that was from our the Kemetic Tarot deck. Okay. Now, there's going to be a full moon in a day and a half. I saw on YouTube that it's September 7th, but according to an app that I have about moon phases, it is supposed to be on September 6th, which is tomorrow, around 8:51 p.m. Okay, so if you are into the moon cycles, which I would suggest everyone to look into, you should look into I feel like you should look into sun cycles, moon cycles, anything that has to do with the stars, you know what I'm saying, and all of that. We are connected to these things. So the more you know about them, the more you know how it affects you. You know what I'm saying? How you can move and honestly continue to co-create your own life, because you create your life. There are variables that you don't have control over, but you know what I'm saying, you are a co-creator. So it's not just things happening to you. You do have some say so in how that works. And it just depends, you know what I'm saying, honestly, on what you know. So the more you know what I'm saying, the better, you know what I'm saying, the better you can do. All right. So this is going to be a new moon. Now, what I've learned about new moons is new moons are for manifestation, full moons are for letting go. Okay, so definitely keep that in mind. Now, I am figuring out how to honor and to use, you know what I'm saying, these rituals to my benefit, but I just learned that. So with that understanding, I do certain things during a full moon and I do certain things during a new moon, because of the concept of one is about manifesting and one is about letting stuff go and getting rid of things that's going to stop the manifestations. Right. All right. So with that, I have one of my first decks with here we go. Right. Moonology Oracle cards. Love this deck as well. Got it as soon as I started connecting with the moon. Okay. Also got this off Amazon. Okay, I only picked 3 cards for here, so this should go a tad bit faster. But this is Sunday with Spirit, you know what I'm saying? So, you gotta let Spirit take its time and do what it do. Tell you what you need to know. All right, so the first card I pulled was Full Moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. See how that works? Sounds like I'm in there. I'm almost over the threshold. And Capricorns are special to me, so let's see. Full Moon in Capricorn. How hard are you willing to work for what you want? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues may be about to come to a head when this card comes up. If you are wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecast. The card has also asked you to consider how ambitious you are and whether you are prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. With the love question, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you are asking about, making a plan will help. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more. Attune to the moon, release control, and trust the universe. The teaching. The full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy, and will more than likely come up when you are asking a professional question. If your question is about another matter, it will serve as a much needed reminder to move through any feelings of hopelessness you may have been feeling about your situation. And this applies no matter when you draw the card. Making a plan is far better use of your time. I hear you, Spirit. I understand. So yes, they are telling me that my worrying and all of that stuff is futile. Okay? Make plans. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the result that you want. You know what I'm saying? Instead of worrying about what you can't control or what's not going the right way. So I'm good with that for a short amount of time. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very strong and I take on things, and it actually takes a lot to get to me. But after a while, everybody has their limits. You know what I mean? And I am still human, so I try to push through, push through, push through, push through, and then when it just still doesn't work, it does get me discouraged a bit. So I'm working on that, and this is what spirit and these cards and all of that helps me with, to keep reminding me of that. When my mind goes elsewhere, right? But they are telling me that the end of a tough cycle approaches. So if you are in a situation, just know the end of that is coming. Okay? Ashe. Next card. Follow suit. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Okay? This book is being all right. We're back. Hey guys, what's up? All right, I have no idea what is going on. You know how these technical difficulties work. But what I'm going to do is fix this here on IG, and then we can continue on with the next. I'll redo this last card, working through your fears, and we'll continue on with our broadcast. I appreciate your time and your energy. I see y'all. Matter of fact, I'll leave that there for now. All right, so working through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. I will read that again. All right, this card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix that's rising from the ashes, as a birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. This card also suggests that if you know you are magical, then this is the time to work your magic. It can also herald the time of a sexier time if you've been experiencing something of a drought. And emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is a sign that likes to go deep into the body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. The teaching. Scorpio is the sign of death and rebirth, magic and shamans. Its energy is a little bit dark, occult, even scary. Not all of us like to face the shadow, but Scorpio demands it. In fact, it's through working through your dark side that you can get to the light and the new moon in Scorpio. And the disappearance of this card of any other time suggests you need to do that now. Okay, so if you were here earlier and listening to all of the other spreads from the last deck, this goes along with everything, all of those other cards. That pyramid card, swords, all of that. I have to break through my fear. And a lot of us think, that we're not afraid of things. And you don't understand how your subconscious is like super serious. Because I'm not very scared of it. I'm not scared of much. Even when having one arm and being a woman and, sometimes being by myself, I fear no one. What I do know is not a second before, I'm not going to leave this earth a second before or after my time. That I know for a fact. So I don't fear death. I don't feel people harming. I don't fear people, hurting me or harming me or things of that nature. I know I'm not exempt, but I know I don't carry that type of energy. So I don't really worry about my safety. The things I fear is not fulfilling my purpose and what that would mean. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on, I want to put myself in a position to make sure that I can counteract, the things that go on in this world. So, you know what I'm saying? So not being in a position to do that, I fear that. Now I have to get over that fear because I can't know that abundance, is in the reservoir for me, just waiting there for me to take. I can't truly believe that and then be afraid, of not succeeding. Either abundance is there or not. So if abundance is there, just because it may not be, tangible to me at the moment, I know that it's there. So in the moment when I'm in my feelings or I'm going through my shadow work, I need to understand that then. You know what I'm saying? That will eliminate, a lot of my low vibration that I go through while I'm doing my shadow work. You know what I'm saying? It's really easy to say things, but you only know if you truly believe it or if it really works until you're tested. And that's what your trials and your tribulations are. They're tests. You know what I'm saying? Just like you in school. The only way that, your teacher knows that you learned what she taught you is if she gives you a test. So that's the same thing with the universe, your ancestors, spirit guides, whatever you want to call it. They are going to test you with the lessons that they have given you. They need to know that you learned them before they can take you to the next level. And until you learn them, you will stay exactly where you are. So as a fire sign, as a wand, I'm all about movement and action. So I'm trying to move forward. But I have to do that in patience, and I have to do that with divine timing. So I need to make sure that I go, through spirit instead of going through my human self. Right? Last moon card, full moon and Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. See, they're going to tell me. Make sure you see the card. There we go. Your ancestors are going to tell you what you need to do now. And I have been working on that practical plan. Okay. Full moon in Taurus. Sometimes you need to weave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical, and sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. That's what I need. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction to draw in what you want by imagining it, expecting it, and welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down-to-earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It's about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Attune to the moon. Write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about yourself. The teaching. The full moon in Taurus is a time to get back to earth, to get grounded, to work through any negative feelings you've been dealing with, and to find a balance between being passionate and being overly intense. Money issues can come to a head at the time of the full moon in Taurus, but you can take this card as a sign to pay more attention to your cash flow, no matter when you draw it. All right. So, like I've been saying, trying to get these businesses off the ground, get this stuff popping. So I need to, I've made my practical plan and I just need to execute it and wait on the and just wait for for it to do what it do. It's really all I can do. And I just have to keep visualizing. Like I said, I need to see what it is that I want. I need to see, I want to see my platform in a certain way. So I need to visualize that. Everything starts with your thoughts. So that's the only way I can manifest it into life, if it starts up here. So I cannot stray away from my vision because I have this vision. When I meditate, I see it. When I'm asleep, I see it. So it's in here, and I just got to keep looking at that. That's when them monkey wrenches come through. All I got to do is visualize. All right. StreamYard is popping, so we are still live. Okay, so we are having technical difficulties. I do apologize. I think the last thing I said was very profound and all that good stuff, so it kind of worked out. So what I'm going to do is the Sundays with Spirit. So I'm going to leave y'all here with what I've said. Like I said, take what resonates, throw away what doesn't. And I will be back tonight to finish this so I can figure out what the problem is so we don't have these issues in the future. You know what I'm saying? I am a firm believer that everything happens for a reason and everything happens the way it's supposed to. So even these technical difficulties has its purpose. Okay, so this particular time, I will come back on tonight so I can finish up this spread. And every Sunday, we will be here at 9 a.m. You know what I'm saying? To talk to spirit, you know what I'm saying? To learn about spirituality outside of religion. Again, everyone has a right to what they believe and what it is that you want to do and whatever path that is you want to take. I am not here to judge. I am just here to share with you what has been working for me. Okay. People, you know what I'm saying, ask me how I get through my life, how I grow, things of that nature. This is what it is. So I am sharing. Do your own research. I am learning. I am no expert. So you should always do, and even if I was an expert, you should always do your own research. We are all different. We all come from different places. It's one of the reasons why I haven't attached myself to anything specifically, because I need to learn who I am. So I've started with doing my DNA, trying to trace back my lineage, and you know what I'm saying, in my genealogy and all of that. So I can learn and actually do what it is that my ancestors were doing. See, it's one thing to make up your own thing, but I would like to know what my peoples were doing prior to slavery. You know what I'm saying? Before slavery, my peoples was doing something else. I would like to know what that is, because had slavery never happened, that's what I would be doing. So that's what I want to do. I want to go through my lineage and learn and pray and, you know what I'm saying, connect with the deities and the entities that, you know, they were connected to. And I want to take it as far back as I can. So that is my plan. So again, do your own research, find out who you are, let what resonates with you resonate with you, and leave whatever doesn't. Okay? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all giving me your time and your energy. Of course, if you would like to support, we have our Cash App, you know what I'm saying, on the ticker. We also have our PayPal. If you want to, well, this technically is to YouTube, but we have over about 155 videos here on our YouTube page. So definitely take a look. I have, you know, a plethora of thoughts, knowledge, opinions, facts, you know, and all that. And I have a lot more, you know, coming in this new season. Tomorrow we'll be back with Manifesting Money Mondays. Mondays is going to be all about finances, all about business, all about collaboration, so we can all be financially free. So whether it be an opportunity that I have access to, whether it be businesses or business owners that I know that I will interview, and also educating you all on certain things. I just learned a little bit about, you know, international banking and crypto and you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. So there's a lot of us who are not aware of these things, never heard of them. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people who are definitely trying to get a different perspective and do things differently. So I want to provide those different options. You know what I'm saying? And knowledge is power. So the more you know, the more you can grow. All right. So I love y'all. Enjoyed your time. Again, I hope this message, you know what I'm saying, resonated with you. And we will see you again next Sunday on Sundays with Spirit. I love y'all. Peace. Yep, I'm gonna figure this out.